In the misty depths of the English countryside, hidden away from prying eyes, lay Rosewood Manor. The sprawling estate had stood abandoned for decades, its once magnificent halls now echoing with whispers of a dark and tragic history. The manor's last known occupants had vanished mysteriously, leaving behind an eerie silence that wrapped the house in a shroud of mystery and fear. It was into this foreboding setting that the Thompson family unwittingly stepped, seeking a new beginning in the autumn of 1983. The Thompsons, consisting of Michael, his wife Laura, and their 2 children, Rebecca and David, were immediately taken by the manor's grand, albeit decaying, beauty. Michael, an architect, saw potential in the manor's old bones and envisioned restoring it to its former glory. Laura, a history enthusiast, was enchanted by the estate's rich past. Rebecca and David, teenagers with a taste for adventure, found the house's labyrinthine corridors and hidden rooms thrilling. Their first night in the manor was uneventful, filled with the excitement of unpacking and exploring their new home. However, as the days turned into weeks, strange occurrences began to unsettle the family. Rebecca was the first to notice the change. She often heard faint, melodic humming that seemed to come from within the walls. At first, she dismissed it as the creaks and groans of the old house settling, but the sounds became more frequent and distinct. One evening, while exploring the attic, Rebecca discovered an old, ornate music box. Intrigued, she brought it down and showed it to her family. When she opened the box, a hauntingly beautiful melody filled the room, and a sense of melancholy washed over them. Laura noticed an inscription on the underside of the lid. "To my beloved Annabelle, forever in my heart." The discovery piqued her curiosity, and she delved into the manor's history to uncover the identity of Annabelle. As Laura researched, she uncovered a tragic tale. Annabelle Rosewood was the youngest daughter of the manor's original owners, a beautiful and talented pianist who had fallen in love with a commoner. Forbidden to see him, she was locked away in the manor by her tyrannical father. In despair, Annabelle had taken her own life, and it was said that her spirit still haunted the halls, forever searching for her lost love. Rebecca, unaware of her mother's findings, began experiencing vivid dreams. She often saw a young woman in a white dress, her face a mask of sorrow, wandering the corridors of the manor. In these dreams, Rebecca felt an overwhelming sense of sadness and longing. The dreams soon spilled into her waking life. She would catch glimpses of the woman in mirrors and windows, always just out of reach. David, initially skeptical of his sister's stories, started to experience his own unsettling encounters. He often felt an icy hand brush against his skin and heard whispers calling his name. One night, he followed the whispers to the library, where an old book fell from the shelf. The book was a diary belonging to Annabelle. Its pages detailed her forbidden love and her father's cruel punishment. Laura's research, combined with the children's experiences, convinced Michael that there was something supernatural at play. Determined to protect his family, he sought help from Dr. Amelia Stone, a renowned paranormal investigator. Dr. Stone arrived with her team, equipped with an array of scientific instruments designed to detect and record paranormal activity. During their investigation, Dr. Stone uncovered strong evidence of a haunting. The music box's melody played on its own, cold spots appeared throughout the house, and EVP recordings captured ghostly voices. The most compelling evidence was a video of a translucent figure moving through the dining room, identified as Annabelle. As Dr. Stone and her team delved deeper, they discovered that the manor was not only haunted by Annabelle, but also by the malevolent spirit of her father. His vengeful presence was the source of the oppressive atmosphere and the more violent manifestations. He was determined to keep his daughter's spirit trapped in the house for eternity. The situation escalated when Annabelle's spirit began to directly communicate with Rebecca, pleading for help. She revealed that the only way to free both her and the house from her father's tyranny was to reunite her with her lost love, whose spirit was also trapped somewhere within the manor. Laura, with her knowledge of the estate's history, deduced that Annabelle's lover, a servant named Thomas, had been buried in an unmarked grave on the grounds. The family and Dr. Stone's team searched the estate for clues, eventually discovering a hidden cellar beneath the east wing. There, they found the remains of Thomas, along with a locket containing his and Annabelle's portraits. The discovery triggered a violent reaction from the house. Doors slammed, windows shattered, and an icy wind howled through the halls. Annabelle's father's spirit manifested, a towering figure of rage and darkness. In a desperate bid to end the haunting, Rebecca clutched the locket and called out to Annabelle. Her voice was filled with compassion and determination. Annabelle's spirit appeared, her eyes filled with tears of gratitude. The manor shook as a battle of wills ensued between the vengeful father and the reunited lovers. With the help of Dr. Stone and her team, the family performed a ritual to release the spirits. They burned sage and recited passages from a book of ancient rites. The air grew thick with tension, and the temperature dropped dramatically. The dark figure of Annabelle's father roared in defiance, but the combined strength of the living and the determined spirits of the lovers proved too powerful. In a final, explosive burst of energy, the dark spirit was banished, and the oppressive weight lifted from the manor. Annabelle and Thomas, their spirits finally at peace, vanished into a soft, glowing light. The house, now silent and serene, felt lighter, as if a great burden had been lifted. The Thompson family, exhausted but relieved, knew they had done something extraordinary. They had freed the spirits trapped within Rosewood Manor and restored peace to its halls. Despite the harrowing experience, they decided to stay and complete the restoration, feeling a newfound connection to the house and its history. Years later, Rosewood Manor stood as a beautifully restored home, a testament to the power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. The Thompsons, now deeply woven into the fabric of the manor's story, welcomed visitors and shared the tale of Annabelle and Thomas, ensuring their legacy lived on. The once haunted mansion had become a place of warmth and hope, a beacon in the misty English countryside.